Hello, and welcome to the GSV Cup, powered by Google Cloud, HubSpot, Holon IQ, and GSV Ventures. My name is Thea Noble, and I am the Vice President of Platform at GSV Ventures, as well as having the unique pleasure of being the lead for the GSV Cup. Over 700 startups across pre-K to Gray entered into the GSV Cup, and 150 unique investor judges have narrowed it down to the Elite 200 and the top 10. Today, we have the pleasure of the top 10 competing for $1 million in prizes. We have some unique judges in the front row. We have with us Deborah Quazzo, the co-founder of the ASU+GSV Summit, Michael Cohn from GSV Ventures, Cecilia, the head of Lego Ventures, Taylor from Techstars, James from Reach, and Ashley from Firework Ventures. Additionally, you all can be the judges, so make sure to pay attention because at the end we're going to vote a la American Idol style, and a number will pop up on the screen, so make sure to vote for your favorites and join us on Wednesday night. So without further ado, I'm going to present the first pitch. We'll have 1 virtual and then 9 in person. So please join me in watching and enjoying Rachel from Hello Plato.
Hi. I'm Rachel Fisher, co-founder and CEO of Hello Plato, and we're empowering teachers to reach every student. Did you know that over 1 billion kids don't have internet access at home? That number boggles my mind because it's 2/3 of all kids in the world, including 1/3 of American kids. Unfortunately, research shows that these kids fall behind academically and financially for life, with no access to online learning, with no digital data from which to personalize their learning. These students are literally working in the dark ages compared with their more connected peers. And that's only getting worse every day. Now, the solution, we believe, is not to wait 10 years for governments and corporations to build infrastructure. It's to reach kids with the tools they have today: basic smartphones and mobile data plans. That's why we created Hello Plato, an AI teaching platform where teachers can easily create and share lessons and quizzes that are delivered to students inside of WhatsApp, all guided by our friendly bot Plato, who reports back to the teacher and provides suggestions for personalization. The good news is that our early users love us. After just a few months of beta testing, we've launched pilots of our MVP to 50,000 students in the US and India, built a 1 million student pipeline, and have secured a customer LOI for 150,000 in ARR. Most importantly, our pilot partners tell us that the students love it and are demanding more. We are definitely onto something big. Our business model is pretty simple: $5 per student per year, selling to school systems, learning organizations such as tutoring and content providers, and edtech partners, with opportunities to develop licensing and distribution relationships in time. As everyone in the edtech sector knows, B2B and B2B2C sales models can take time to initiate, but once these organizations become customers, they're extremely sticky, with less than 10% churn annually on average. We consider our team to be our biggest competitive advantage. Together, we've been building edtech companies with impact for 2 decades, with 7 exits, 5 of them double, and 1 unicorn between us. What's more, our team includes many former teachers, including myself, our CTO, our head developer, and several of our core advisors. We understand pedagogy and invest in outcomes-focused research because we know that it's not enough to build something cool. You must build something that's effective. We're on a mission to empower teachers to make online learning accessible and personal to every kid. It's a $6 billion opportunity to change the world. Who wants to join us to supercharge access to education? Thank you. Hi, I'm Rachel Fisher, co-founder and CEO.
Thank you. All right, next we have Mo from ChalkTalk. Come on up. Oh, no, we have Jan from ChatClass.
Hello. Hello. Hi, my name is Jan. I'm the founder of ChatClass. We are doing upskilling in Brazil with WhatsApp. Today we're facing a major skills gap. and technology is not able to bridge it. Employers trying to train their workers are facing two problems. One is reach. Many people in the field are on bad devices, bad connectivity, cannot be reached by today's platforms. And secondly is engagement. Once you do reach them, people are not engaged. We believe the solution is already in our hands. We're using WhatsApp as the omnipresent messaging platform to put a personal tutor on every worker's hand and a teaching assistant for every manager. WhatsApp is today a completely untapped channel for learning, although my previous presenter also used it. And it is a dominant platform. It is huge, extremely engaging, and really allows us to be in the flow of people's work and lives, actually. And it's been validated also by investors, as Warburg Pincus recently dropped a cool $100 million into a Brazilian WhatsApp company. So we are at ChatClass the first education success case on WhatsApp published by Facebook. And with conversational learning, we're able to reach literally everybody and give managers very granular and actionable data to work with. And for the learner itself, it's a very natural engagement because they are already all the time on their chat program. We can use audio and voice messaging to further include people that are not so comfortable writing. And it's a naturally social environment because we can form groups and cohorts very natural. WhatsApp groups are the DNA of many countries. And with that, we've been able to get attention from many big companies. We already validated the platform with 500,000 students. And we're working now with global brands in Brazil and beyond to further grow our business. And there's massive room to grow. The same technology can be applied to other channels, like WhatsApp could go to Instagram or Slack, and we can go to other geographies as well. Our team is passionate about education. We have decades of experience in technology and pedagogy, and we are supported by VCs in New York, Sao Paulo, and Silicon Valley. Multiple unicorn founders are backing us, as well as top executives from Google and Facebook. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Now we have Mo from ChalkTalk.
Hello. My name is Mo, and education changed my life. When I was 16, I immigrated to the US alone on a high school scholarship. And from there, I got a full ride to Brown, where I graduated with 4 degrees and wrote 4 academic textbooks. What enabled me to do this? Personalized attention and engagement from those who inspired me to learn, my parents and teachers. You see, at this point, research has definitively shown that personalized attention can improve scores by 2 standard deviations. This means that we can turn a C student into an A student. And personalized attention is currently offered through tutoring, which is engaging, but doesn't scale well and is not affordable, or through self-paced learning apps. Amazing programs that are affordable, but have low completion rate of about 3.5% because they lack live human interactions. So we built ChalkTalk, personalized, engaging, and affordable. ChalkTalk is delivering score improvements up to 6 times higher than the control group in a fraction of the time. And we are working with school districts from all over the country, from rural districts, some of the largest districts in the country, such as Pasco and Duval. And with this, our revenue has grown from $45,000 to over $1 million with just founder-led sales and growing significantly in under a year. Everything we sell is a site license, annual paid upfront, short sales cycle, you can see some numbers, and our year 1 district retention is 100%. So how does this work? When teachers teach something, they get content and a schedule, and for every day in the schedule, they turn that content into lesson plans. These are pacing guides with actionable teaching materials at the whole group level, small group, and individual practice. This is a manual process that takes teachers up to 2.5 hours per day, and the output is often one size fits all. We built software that turns this time to 2 minutes total per course, and the output is personalized. So how exactly does this work? Teachers select their curriculum from a drop-down of the most widely used ELA and math curricula out there, select a schedule, and then for every day, based on a placement test, we generate whole group teaching materials, small group activities, and individual practice. Teachers can either use this out of the box or edit it and customize it and make it their own. They can browse through what other teacher edits have made, give it a 5-star ranking, and see what others are doing through a database of the most widely used ELA and math teaching materials. We call this vision the GitHub of education, and it's the future of real-time learning. It's a massive market, $12.5 billion spent on instructional materials. But we have something bigger. We want to be the intermediary between on content and real-time learning and training. whether in person or remotely. This is my second EdTech company. The first one I bootstrapped from $300 to a franchise in 3 countries. And Eddie, our COO, authored 5 machine learning patents and papers, 2 of which were used to build a company, TrueMotion, where he joined as first hire and left when it was a unicorn. And before this, he was NASA, DARPA, and CERN. ChalkTalk is building a system where people learn from each other every day in school, universities, and the workplace, and it will become the platform that people use for real-time learning. And I'm not talking about self-paced learning click farms. I'm talking about the community platform for real-time interactions between teachers and students, whether in person or remotely over Zoom. Because ultimately, education is not content, education is not technology. Education is this, education is human. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Christine of Codelicious.
Codelicious is revolutionizing the K-12 classroom with custom, algorithm-generated curriculum as a service. The classroom is rapidly changing. The evolution of direct instruction teaching methods, whether virtual or in person, are challenging traditional curriculum delivery. Traditional textbooks and ebooks are too slow and cumbersome to keep up with the pace of change. The desire to engage every learner in the classroom has educators spending between 4 and 10 hours a week searching the internet for current instructional materials. And changing instructional schedules, along with education standard updates, bring challenges like unpacking the education standards, aligning them to instructional materials and lesson plans, and pacing new and updated curriculum to the unique instructional cadence of the school or district. So why can't comprehensive curriculum with all of the instructional materials be delivered in a fully digital environment customized to the unique instructional cadence of your school or district? Well, it can. Codelicious has solved this problem. Imagine empowered educators confidently teaching K-12 students with an always current digital curriculum built exactly for them. That's Codelicious. Here's how it works. Leveraging our patented technology, Codelicious customizes curriculum for K-12 schools and districts with an algorithm that aligns the curriculum and all of the instructional materials to the unique instructional cadence of that school or district, delivering that curriculum through their learning management system. Our breakthrough curriculum as a service platform is matching the pace and innovation of subscription SaaS with the unique needs of the curriculum delivery market for K-12. And our recurring revenue model has us licensing curriculum directly to schools and districts, initially targeting the $4 billion STEM and computer science market. Codelicious' go-to-market strategy targets schools and districts in states where legislative mandates are accelerating computer science curriculum into the instructional day. In 3 short years, Codelicious has achieved amazing traction, selling to schools and districts in over 20 states and growing revenue at 250% per year since inception. And we are on pace this year to achieve 300% growth in revenues again. As co-founder and CEO, I have both the business and technology background to lead Codelicious in disrupting this market and have assembled an impressive execution-oriented team with strengths in education, technology, SaaS, and building new ventures. Having recently closed a round of funding, Codelicious is on pace to explode in 2021 and beyond because the market has validated the need and our innovation is ready to scale. And Codelicious is primed to lead the future of curriculum delivery. I am Christine McDonnell, co-founder and CEO, and we are Codelicious. Thank you.
Next, we have Josh with Edgi Learning.
Hey, my name is Josh. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Edgi Learning. Students are entering a world defined by rapid technological progress and socio-political change, and our institutions are failing to keep up. High school students are frustrated that what they're learning in school doesn't feel relevant to their lives, and parents are concerned their kids are more engaged with their social feeds and video games than they are with learning. At Edgi, we're creating a global education platform where high school students go to learn about the issues that matter most to their future, with discussion-based programs led by their peers. Our programs focus on topics that students lack exposure to in school, things like the ethics of capitalism, financial literacy, automation, and the future of work. We capture students' attention with exciting and relevant content that we create and share on platforms like TikTok and YouTube. and keep them engaged with compelling discussions and a vibrant community. I teach a number of courses at NYU on creativity, technology, and the future of work, and I previously led the creative team on Andrew Yang's presidential campaign, making videos that inspired millions of Yang's followers. Math. My co-founder Tinsley was previously director at eChalk, where she designed accessible school websites for New York City public schools, and my co-founder Ashe has a ton of marketing and operations experience from his time at startups like Carta. We believe the only way to change education is by speaking directly to students and inspiring them to get excited about learning. And this is why we're focused on TikTok. We have over 140,000 followers on TikTok, where we've been posting our original content from our pilot programs. Our pilot programs have generated over $50,000 in revenue to date. Students now participate in Edgi from around the world, from California and Texas to Kuwait, India, and the Philippines. Rather than tell you more about our programs, I'll let our students speak for themselves.
I heard about Edgi from a friend.
I mean, throw away everything you knew about education beforehand.
Being a teenager or just a young person in general, many people will not listen to your opinions.
Edgi is completely different, basically from everything I've ever experienced when it comes to education.
It's like this community where you get to share all of your opinions and thoughts.
It was totally relevant to my life, which was a breath of fresh air considering what we're taught in school.
One of my favorite parts is that it's discussion based.
They're led by students our age, allowing us to explore our ideas without being judged.
It felt like I was actually getting something out of it and learning something new.
It was all about what we had to say.
We get to listen to other people's opinions.
I have met a lot of new friends
From different schools who I never would have met otherwise.
It gave me a sense of belonging. I felt like I finally fitted in.
Things that people say I just never would have thought of.
Like, how will self-driving cars affect the economy?
What makes a human? Is it like our physical bodies? Is it our lack of knowledge? Like, would you get a chip in your brain?
I'm curious as to if having something like this chip is going to be something that's just those who can afford it will be able to benefit from.
I wasn't sure what to expect when I started.
Thought it would be just another thing to do. I fell in love with it.
That was Edgi. Come find your edge.
Please welcome to the stage Tom from Ello.
Hi, I'm Tom and I'm the CEO of Ello. At Ello, we're creating a new way for children and technology to interact, one that's more engaging, more fun, and more effective. And we've just shown that this is possible by launching the world's first real-time AI reading coach that works with real books. We know how kids learn to read, yet 60% of kids in the US are behind grade level, and that's because not all of them have access to a teacher that has the expertise and time to help them. So in steps Ello. Let's take a look. Oops. Sorry. Okay, thanks. With Ello, a child picks up a book from the bookshelf and starts reading. Ello then sits next to them on the iPad and does exactly what a reading coach would do. Motivates them, engages with them in the story, and helps them when they get stuck with phonics-based coaching. In fact, we apply two things to every product decision. What would Amazing Reading Coach do? And what will increase a love of reading? This new way of interacting with technology has only become possible over the last couple of years due to a huge leap forward in speech recognition technology that we're harnessing. And in fact, we're actually beating Google Cloud's API by about 30% on the task of tracking a child reading. Sorry to Google Cloud, who I know is sponsoring this event. Our business model, we're starting with a physical book subscription. We ship 5 books a month, which a child reads with Ello and then sends back. We want to quickly increase access by having a digital-only version and by having a version that works on smartphones. Within 2 years, we want to be able to teach a child to read from start to finish, something that just isn't possible with traditional apps. And from there, we'll have the platform to really revolutionize education. We'll have the technology to deliver these learner-centered experiences at scale, as well as the foothold into family homes as a trusted authority. And we believe that now is the time for that. COVID has pushed forward the parent market by a decade, and these changes in opinion and behavior, we believe will lead to a revolution in education happening through the home. So let me show you the team. First up is Dr. Elizabeth Adams. She's a clinical child psychologist, subject matter expert, and she's the person that makes Ello both inspiring and effective. Then there's Kathleen Voss. He's a machine learning Stanford PhD. He's sold 2 companies already, and he's 25 years old. And he's the brains behind the advanced technology that powers Ello. And then finally me. Previously, before Ello, I was head of adoption and impact at Google. And it was there that I saw the potential for technology to change how humans learn, but also saw that things needed to be needed to be done differently. So we've been, for the last 2 months, working with 50 families in a private beta, and the response has been fantastic. Parents who have never heard their child read out loud before, or parents who have never had their kids come and ask to read. And today, I'm excited to say that we've launched our public beta. So if you have kids who are learning to read, email me. I'd love to get you on the platform. Thank you. I'm Tom, and we're Ello.
Thank you. Please welcome to the stage James Ruben of Hellosaurus.
Thank you very much. Hi, I'm James, founder and CEO of Hellosaurus. Forbes has called Hellosaurus the Mr. Rogers for the iPhone generation. And we're hoping to bring Mr. Rogers' mission into the 21st century by empowering kids to become anything they want to be through compelling narrative and positive interaction. The problem we see is one that Mr. Rogers saw himself. Parents feel very guilty relying on screens to educate and entertain their kids. Meanwhile, device usage and availability rates are at all-time highs, with kids spending most of their waking hours on devices at home and at school. Parents and kids just can't agree on a solution. Kids want streaming platforms, but parents don't because they turn their kids into zombies with little educational value and generally aren't so age-appropriate. Parents would love to use educational apps, but kids don't love them. The session length times are very low. It feels like homework. The quality isn't quite there. Our solution is a proprietary content format that combines the best of streaming video and mobile apps. So we start with fun, customizable gameplay activities that teach kids new skills, integrate them into easy-to-make narrative stories about real-world topics that kids love, and bundle it all into one subscription app that's totally kid-safe and totally ad-free. Hellosaurus is filled with interactive stories guided by experts who kids love and parents trust. So kids can be an explorer with the Wiggles and Anthony Wiggle, be an astronomer with Neil deGrasse Tyson, be a firefighter with Katie. We focus on unlocking skills that can be learned only through interaction. So social-emotional skills, curricular cognitive skills that all rely on the camera, the microphone, all the amazing technology that is at our disposal in these devices. The secret sauce behind what we do is really a proprietary video editing software that allows anybody to make a video interactive. Something that would take an engineering team months of time can be done in a day by a single non-technical person using our tools. We're starting by selling a subscription to families, a huge market that's seen some massive growth over the last few years, and there are massive opportunities for us to expand in lots of different areas. We launched our beta a few months ago and have seen some great traction, over 500,000 activities played by kids, industry-leading session length and retention times, and lots of amazing creators signed aboard. I pioneered the interactive video format as the head of product at HQ Trivia years ago, and we have a great team of educators, experts, and parents on our staff, and some incredible investors behind us that really know how to make great experiences for kids. So please, vote for Hellosaurus. And looking forward to talking to everybody at the conference outside. Thanks so much.
Thank you, James. Next, please join me in welcoming Dr. Lana Israel from Muzology.
Thank you, Thea. Music has power. As babies, we've had our curiosity sparked by lullabies about itsy-bitsy spiders and twinkling stars. Yet as we get older, we can barely remember our passwords, but know all the words to Sweet Caroline. Even if we hadn't heard these songs in years, music excites our brains. It makes us sponges for information. Yet, despite all of its effectiveness, music as a learning enabler slowly ends by early elementary. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. The music dies. So we assembled a rock star team of Grammy Award-winning hit songwriters, cognitive psychologists, learning experts, and we created a digital learning platform that teaches math through MTV quality music videos. We started with pre-algebra. It is a high-stakes subject in K-12, where minority students and girls experience decreased proficiency. It's also directly linked to graduation rates, college and career readiness, and in turn, life outcomes. It is time for something new.
Graph points has a long name. It's called Cartesian coordinate plane. And y-axis make 4 quadrants. And in this you plot coordinates to find out
green, order, pair. X-axis this way, Y-axis this way. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4.
We developed Muzology with support from the U.S. Department of Education and the National Science Foundation. The results have been amazing. From randomized controlled trials to implementation studies, we consistently obtain statistically significant results with school districts throughout the country. Muzology is an end-to-end supplemental digital learning solution. It also includes gamified pre- and post-tests, playlisting to differentiate instruction, and real-time performance tracking. Now, a teacher who used Muzology last school year during the pandemic saw on average a 2 to 3 year increase in student learning growth, while the majority of students fell behind. And when students experience what they are capable of achieving firsthand, increased math scores are only the beginning. Muzology is not just another learning platform, it's life-changing.
I've never seen the smiles on their faces like this.
I'm starting to learn stuff. Fraction, decimals. Hey, you wanna come see this cameraman? I'm getting 100 over here.
I like music, I like rap, opera. I feel like school is the OG now. Carry you to a bigger and better level. If I better myself, I feel like I can better everybody around me. That's how I'm moving. It started.
I'm Dr. Lana Israel of Muzology.
Please join me in welcoming Ayush from Pencil.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayush. Meet a Moog. A Moog struggled in school, low grades, low motivation. But this completely changed in college. He had a blast. Why? Because he was learning the way he enjoys. Each and every one of us, when we were in school, wanted to learn a different way. But the challenge is that education is standardized. We're all put on, often, some sort of a conveyor belt. We learn differently. The opportunity here is to personalize. Teammate Ben, advance the slides, thank you. So the catch here is that you have 1.6 billion students who deserve a better solution and teachers who struggle to provide this. Pencil offers the platform for personalized education. Our team has had extensive experience in this. We are former entrepreneurs, we've worked at major tech companies, and most importantly, we're former teachers. And we've led major personalization initiatives that, that power the personalization experiences for many of the products you know and love. We are also very fortunate to have the backing of world-class VCs and AI experts. Core to Pencil is our AI technology. Our novel meta-learning AI maps cognitive profiles and indexes the world's education content to generate individualized learning experiences. That's the first half of the story. You also need to deliver these experiences, and to do that, we've created a very integrated suite of solutions. Simple, integrated, very easy to use. It's exactly what people want. Let me show you. For example, in Pencil, you can grab individual units of content and assemble them into lessons, worksheets, whatever you need with a single click. No time wasted with formatting or anything else. Our digital environments enable frictionless teaching. Class setup is simple.
Hi, today we're learning about lenses. Did you know that the eye is mainly a lens?
We have really rich support for 3D models, even AR.
How much light we see. Can you upload your homework to the Pencil Cam? Great work. Any questions?
This is our own document camera.
How does the lens focus the light?
I'll show you.
We support simulations and even virtual labs. Our AI helps you generate practice sets on the go for your class. And as a teacher, you can monitor and observe all of the students in your class and support them. No need to deal with the pain of latex. Just draw and the symbols are there. And all the data that you need is always at your fingertips.
And we can determine how light bends precisely with Snell's law.
That's right. That is our system listening and providing resources on the go to the teacher as they're teaching. To aid accessibility and maximize reach, we have localized Pencil in more than 30 languages and also developed our own low-cost hardware. Our company is 15 months old. Our 3-month beta has already built us a 5 million ARR pipeline. We can't keep up with demand, and my sales team is frustrated, so we're moving to a self-serve model. Announcing today, pencilspaces.com, a better place to learn and teach. The places that we've worked have changed entire industries through personalization. We believe that education is the next market ready for change. Through personalization, you can drive engagement, you can drive retention, and of course, monetization as well. And we believe that there's a lot of opportunity left to do this in the education landscape. We're all incredibly excited to apply our expertise to this very important problem and make education super fun. Thank you.
Next up, we have Ahva from Symba.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ahva Sadeghi. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Symba, the leading talent development platform. We help companies streamline internship programs, apprenticeships, and so much more. Our journey begins with my own. I'm a first-generation Iranian-American woman, passionate about human rights. I went to school in Tucson, Arizona, and I knew I would need an internship to make my dream come true for my job. And did you know that an internship is the single most important factor to landing a job after college? However, I was stuck in Tucson, Arizona, and all the opportunities were in big cities like New York, DC, and unpaid. Then something amazing happened. I became one of the very first remote interns with the US Department of State, based all the way in Washington, DC. This was a game changer. And now the State Department could open its talent pool to bring on students like me in Tucson, Arizona, Miami, Florida, Eugene, Oregon, Bismarck, North Dakota. And that's when I discovered the power of remote work to create access in a whole new way. In 2017, when I was a human rights fellow with late Congressman John Lewis in Atlanta, I co-founded Symba as my action project to help open up the workforce for millions of students just like me. When we got started building Symba, we sat down with over 250 talent leaders, and we understood one thing: internships are a mess. They're using spreadsheets, on average 8 different platforms, inefficient processes, and poor engagement. They needed a solution to scale. We listened, and we built Symba, the leading talent platform where they can streamline everything in one place. We are powering symbiotic relationships. We work with some exciting customers like Robinhood, Apple, and Viacom CBS. And here's how they use Symba. They can easily onboard all their users in one place, manage projects and track performance, invite everyone to a community page where they can participate in live discussion boards and videos. And last but definitely not least, they can leverage our dashboards and our reporting metrics to actually understand the success of their programs. Our business model is pretty straightforward. We charge a setup fee and a fee based off of the number of users. In the past year, we have accelerated, growing from 0 to 1 million ARR, powering over 5,000 internship experiences. Symba is changing the future of work. Forbes said that Symba is powering the workforce revolution. We are proud to be a diverse, all-female founded tech startup, passionate about the future of work. In the next 3 years, we plan to power over 1 million job opportunities through Symba. We invite you to join us. Together, let's open up the workforce. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give a hand to all 10 who did amazing presentations. Congratulations. So we have something pretty exciting right now. We are going to do some remote voting. So while we have the judges here, everyone in this room is a judge. So take out your cell phones, and you are going to text the number 832-664-7744 4, 5. I'm going to list off the number and the company, and then you're just going to press the number of the company that you would like to vote for. You're only going to vote for one company. So the power is in your hands of who should win the $1 million in prize packages. So for Hello Plato, text 1. For ChalkTalk, text 2. For ChatClass, text 3. For Codelicious, text 4. For Edgi Learning, text 5. For Ello, text 6. For Hellosaurus, 7. Muzology, 8. Pencil, 9. And Symba, 10. If you're watching virtually, you can also vote along with us. Great. Well, thank you so much. Hope everyone put in your votes. Tomorrow night, on Wednesday, during the closing celebration, the final 3 will pitch live at the Shell. And we will have Emmy award-winning producer, actress, and writer Mindy Kaling, who will be giving the awards along with Google Cloud. So we're looking forward to seeing you all at the Shell as well. And thank you so much for voting, and thank you to the contestants once again.